You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we have got a special treat for you today. We are going to talk about who is the oldest actress on Young and the Restless right now. We did this the other day for General Hospital. The fans loved it. And now we're going to do it for Y&R. And I do want to say we have one teenager that's on regularly. I'm not going into people that are the very youngest on the show are the twins that play Mariah and Tessa's baby. We're not going to go there, but I do want to mention that there is one teenager, Lily Brooks O'Brien, has appeared as Lucy Romalotti since 2023. And she is 17? Is that right? 17, I think. All right. Digging in, we have two actresses in their 20s. What's interesting and different about Y&R compared to GH is that the biggest age group of actresses on the CBS soap is actresses in their 30s. When you go over to General Hospital, it was actresses in their 50s and 60s. So it's a younger cast, surprisingly, than you might think for a show that it's in its 58th season right now? No, 50th season. But still, a lot younger cast overall. So digging into the 20s, we have one 20-year-old. We've got Raylan Castor, who plays Faith Newman and has done since 2021. She replaced Olivia Allen Lind when they did a Saurus recast. Everybody loved Olivia, but they wanted an older character, and that's what they did. And 29-year-old Cait Fairbanks is the second youngest of those in her 20s. She's played Tessa Porter since 2017. Both Raylan Castor and Cait Fairbanks are on recurring. Just to let you know how we selected the people that we included, because we got asked about that on our other video. So I'm doing people that are on contract and recurring that have appeared recently. I'm not including people who have shown up for like one guest episode, things like that. So I'm sure you'll let us know about it in the comments if you feel like I missed anybody, but let's go on. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. If you click the little bell button by subscribe, you'll get an alert when there is a new video for you to see. All right, jumping into their 30s, Y&R actresses in their 30s. This is the biggest age group in the cast of women. We have two 31-year-olds, one on contract, one recurring. The recurring actress is Kelsey Wang, who plays Eileen Davidson. She has been in that role since 2022. We met her just before Diane Jenkins returned, remember? All right, also 31, but on contract, not recurring, is Zuleika Silver, who plays Audra Charles and has done since 2022. I am really enjoying her. She is a whole lot of fun. It's sometimes hard for newcomers to crack the fan base and get them to like them, but she is just a whole lot of scheming fun. All right, next in age is Allison Lanier, who's 32. She plays Summer Newman, and she'll be 33 on August 4th. So by the time a lot of people are hearing this, don't come back and say, oh, she's 33. I'm acknowledging that. She will be 33 on August 4th, and she has played Summer since 2022, and she replaced 3 years younger Hunter King, who had played her for years. Hunter King is 29 right now. All right, next is Courtney Hope, who is on contract as Sally Spectra, and she came to Y&R in 2020, but she played Sally on Bold and the Beautiful from 2017 to 2020, and she has had some great storylines lately. All right, also 33 is Cameron Grimes, who plays Mariah Copeland. She's played Mariah since 2014. If you're a newer watcher, what you might not know is Mariah was on the show when she was a little kid. Back then, she played Cassidy Newman, known as Cassie, all the way up through the character death in 2005. Then she did some kind of ghostly appearance. And then they invented a secret twin that no one knew about. And originally, Victor had brought Mariah to town to gaslight Sharon, which was really weird. And then she turned out to actually be Sharon's other daughter. So that was just kind of interesting. Next, in our 30s, we have Brittany Sarpy, who plays Dr. Elena Dawson. And she has been on Y&R since 2019. I feel like she's underutilized. She's beautiful. She's such a talented actress. Hopefully they'll find her a new love interest soon. All right. Also 35 is Crystal Khalil, who plays Lily Winters. What's kind of amazing about Crystal is she has been on Y&R for 21 years. Do the math. She's 35. She has been on the CBS soap for 21 years, since 2002, when she was just 14. All right, going into the 40s, we have 4 actresses appearing right now that are in their 40s. We've got 2 40-year-olds, a 41 and a 44. The first 40-year-old is recurring player Vale Bloom, who is right now showing up as Heather Stevens. Now, she played Heather from 2007 to 2010. If my writing can be trusted, maybe it's 11. I think it's 10. All right. And then again in 2023, and some other people played the role in the interim, but Vale Bloom had played her before, and now she's back and she's killing it. Also 40 years old is Melissa Ordway, who plays Abby Newman, and she has played the Naked Heiress for a decade, since 2013, and she took over from Emma Ryland, who was on GH for a long time after leaving Y&R. 41-year-old Melissa Claire Egan plays Chelsea Lawson and has since 2011. And quick side note, we mentioned in our recent comings and goings video, because she's about to go out on maternity leave, she just gave birth to an adorable little boy. All right, and Chelsea's best friend is Chloe Mitchell, who is played by 44-year-old Elizabeth Hendrickson, and she has played that part since 2008. All right, going up into our 50s, we have got 5 beautiful actresses in their 50s. Some of these, you're just going to go, what? 50s? What? All right, let's start with someone who is age 50, and that's Amelia Heinle. She plays Victoria Newman and has since 2005. What's interesting is Nick is supposed to be 6 years younger than her, but he is actually, or 6 years older, 6 years younger, 6 years younger, I think, but he's actually 49 to her 50. So they're very close in age in real life, even though their characters are supposed to be 6 years apart. All right. Next is 52-year-old, 52, I cannot believe this, frankly. Sharon Case has played Sharon Newman since 1994. She is the second most frequently seen actress on the show. And she has slightly fewer episodes than the most seen actress, which is Melody Thomas Scott as Nikki. Sharon Case has done almost 3,200 episodes as Sharon Newman over the years. She's 52. As we said, her current on-screen lover, Chance Chancellor, is played by 29-year-old Connor Floyd. They look great together. The age difference bothers a lot of people, but when I look at Sharon Case, I don't think 52. All right, next we have 54-year-old Lauralee Bell, who plays Christine Williams and has since 1984, 39 years on this show. She has been on there since she was 15 years old. Then again, her dad was William Bell and her mom was Lee Phillip Bell, and they created Young and the Restless. Her brother, Brad Bell, is the showrunner over at Bold and the Beautiful, which is another show that their parents created. So she went right into the family business of soaps. And Lauralee, of course, her character's nickname is Cricket. Of the actresses still on the show, she is the one who has been on second longest after Melody Thomas Scott, but she hasn't had nearly as many episodes, less than 1,700, which for some of these veteran actresses is not so many when you consider you're playing it 5 days a week, every day, every week of the year. All right, next in line is 57-year-old Michelle Stafford, who plays Phyllis Summers. She's been on there since 1994 and mostly has played the role, except for when Gina Tognoni played the role from 2014 to 2019. And then Y&R summarily fired Gina to bring Michelle back. They had lured her back from General Hospital. They said some snarky things about bringing back iconic faces. A lot of people were really happy to see Michelle Stafford back, but there were a lot of fans of Gina Tognoni that did not like this recast. All right. Our oldest actress in the 50s bracket is 59-year-old Susan Walters, who plays Diane Jenkins. She took over in 2001 from Alex Donnelly, and then she played it from 2001 to 2010, and then Mara West took over, and she played it till the character's death. I just want to reiterate, at the time, it actually was a death. They've done a retcon. They've done a historic rewrite to make it a fake death, but it was a death back then. And Susan returned as Diane in 2022. All right, we are now in our next to the last age bracket. We're in our 60s, and we have got 3 amazing looking 60-year-old actresses. The youngest is 64-year-old Eileen Davidson, who has played Ashley Abbott since 1983. She originated the role, and she has been the person to mostly play it. She has done, more than 2,000 episodes as Ashley and is still vibrant and present today. Next in line is 65-year-old Beth Maitland, who plays Tracy Abbott and has done since 1983, the same year that Eileen Davidson started. She originated that role, and no one else but Beth has played Tracy Abbott ever. All right, next and last in our 60s is 67-year-old Melody Thomas Scott, who has played Nikki Newman since 1979. She has played this part for 44 years. She is the longest running actress on Y&R in years, and also the most seen in episode count. She was 20 years old when she started, but was actually playing a teenager at first. She didn't originate the role, but she took it over pretty quickly. All right, we have got 2 actresses in their 70s, and then we are going to reiterate and reveal to you the oldest contract actress and the oldest recurring actress. All right. In their 70s, we have 2. We have Jess Walton as Jill Abbott, and Jess is 74 years old. She has been on Y&R for 36 years. She started in 1987. She does not appear a lot these days. She is recurring. She spends most of her time in Oregon on her ranch/farm, and a lot of times she only appears via video chat, but she still appears. She still is recurring. And we have 75-year-old Cait Linder, who has played adorable kooky maid Esther Valentine since 1982. She is the second longest actress by start date that is still appearing. She's done an impressive 2,544 episodes. She is right behind Melody Thomas Scott and Sharon Case in number of episode appearances. So we are going to tell you the oldest contract and the oldest recurring in 1 second. But if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. If you enjoyed this video, we would love it if you'd click a like. Definitely share your comments, and I will try to reply to as many as I can. I read them all, though, and I appreciate your comments. All right. So the oldest contract actress on Young and the Restless right now is Melody Thomas Scott as Nikki Newman. And she also, as I mentioned, has 2 other milestones of being the female actress, the female who has appeared in the most episodes and is also the longest running actress on the show. The oldest recurring actress is Cait Linder, and she last appeared in April of 2023, but she will be back. She always is. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.